Hey guys, it's Angie. Today I'm going to be doing a video on how to make your own latex prosthetic. Some of you are asking, what is a prosthetic? What's a latex prosthetic? What are you talking about? Gibberish? Basically, a prosthetic is something you apply to your face or your body, depending, and you can change the shape of your face, you can redefine your features, you can add textures to your face, you can give yourself a completely different face. Just a very, very cool kind of concept. So I am doing this video in conjunction with my next video, which is called My Bloody Skull, which is a Halloween tutorial. I did a look last year and tons of you were like, how, what, how did you do that? And you need to make a tutorial. So I made a tutorial for you this year because I aim to please. And yeah, this is going to be the basic steps on how to create that prosthetic. And then the next video will show you how to do the skull, how to paint the skull. Definitely only need 2 products for this, and that's going to be liquid latex. You can find this Halloween stores all over the place, etc. And then you're gonna need some toilet paper. TP. It could be 1 ply, 2 ply. You could use even like facial tissues, kind of thin kind of texture. So yes, this was a very long intro and I apologize. So let's go ahead and get started, shall we? I've gone ahead and partitioned my skin off and just using a white eyeliner. I did that so I can have kind of a guideline where I want to keep the burned, scarred, gross flesh on my face. So now we're going to take liquid latex, which you can find this at Halloween stores, online. Lots of places have liquid latex, and it's just, you know, kind of like a liquid glove. So what you're going to do is grab a little on your brush, and it doesn't really matter where you start because you can kind of layer and get the effect that you want. But I'm going to, let me zoom in a little bit. I'm just going to like start on my forehead and work my way down. So you're going to put a layer of the liquid latex. And now you're actually going to take toilet paper, good old TP. If you have a 1 ply or a 2 ply, you know, either one will work. So I'm just going to start by like tearing pieces of the toilet paper. And then you're just going to start to apply that to your skin in that area. And this is going to be the basis of the prosthetic as well. So you want to grab a little more and make sure, keep your hair away from it. And then glue down some more. Now to create the ridges and the bumps, you're going to go over that again. Go over that tissue or that toilet paper. You're just going to coat it again. Now as you can see, I'm taking the handle of a brush and just very slightly pushing the tissue or the toilet paper, and it's creating a texture on my skin. Okay, apply a little more latex on top of that. And then you're just going to add more toilet paper. You can even take some of the edges and kind of roll it up so it's more texturized. You're just going to apply that on your face again. And this is definitely a layering process. So it's best to try to do this like the day before Halloween. The best thing about prosthetics is that you can peel them off and reapply them. So again, you want to go over that with the liquid latex. Now as you're getting a bit closer to the hairline, you want to work in small strips, just using small strips of toilet paper. and getting the hair out of the way. You just want to keep layering to get the scarred effect, and just scrunching up the toilet paper and just placing it, you know, where you think you need extra dimension. And when working around the eye area, you don't want to get into your eyes, so just putting a light layer of latex between the scar is going to create a smoother gradient, like a transition from bumpy to smooth. Alright, so now this whole side is filled in with the kind of scar tissue kind of stuff, and you're going to want to let this dry 30 minutes, 45 minutes, just, you know, make sure the latex will turn kind of a light creamy yellow color, and it also will dry and still be a bit sticky, so you're going to want to take a powder. You could use like Coty powder. I'm going to use Ben Nye's Neutral Set, this one, and it's a colorless powder, but you're going to want to apply that on top of the appliance. That's not only going to make it easier to take it off, but it's going to kind of set it in place. So I'm just using a small brush with the Ben Nye. That way you can get into the cracks a little easier. If you're doing, you know, like your whole face, you'd want to use like a big powder brush, but I'm just going to run the powder all over. Now, as I mentioned before, if you're going to be wanting to wear, you know, a prosthetic for Halloween, if you're making your own kind of thing, you might want to make it a few days before you actually need it, because it does take time. It could take, you know, anywhere from an hour to 2 to 3 hours, depending on how comfortable you are with liquid latex. But to remove this and then use it, you know, for another time, you can take a small brush, and I would recommend starting actually at the top, because your hairs, if you're pulling upwards, you're just going to rip the fine hairs, and it's going to hurt a lot more. So you're just going to kind of wiggle like a brush tip or like a brush handle underneath and kind of roll it off. And this shouldn't be incredibly painful, especially if you use the moisturizer. Looking like a Phantom of the Opera right now. And now you can actually just start to pull downwards. Now to remove the excess latex, you can just use a makeup wipe, and it should roll just kind of right off your skin. So now you have your little latex prosthetic. It's specially custom for your face, so you'll be able to easily put it on and use it for, you know, whatever you're using it for. So that's that. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and thank you for watching.